I'll go ahead and transition to our next award, um, the Dad Who Stepped Up award. You know what I'm saying? We had two stepdads in the year 2023. Anthony Hudson left us to go to the Middle East somewhere and coach club ball. But not before he was able to garner the affection of most of the national team fandom by somehow doing something that was very radical and foreign to us, which was playing a healthy Gio Reyna. So we had Anthony Hudson, but this award goes to honorable mention Anthony Hudson, but this award goes to none other than BJ Callahan. There's no other way to go about this. You know what I'm saying? My man came in. We didn't know much about. I mean, it was crazy, right? We're sitting here without a coach. We went through one stepdad cycle, and that stepdad left us. As you know, I'm sure many of our listeners can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you went through a stepdad cycle in your life. But here comes BJ. Here comes BJ, you know what I'm saying? And he's that guy that, like, even as a kid, you know that, hey, he's the one that's gonna treat my mom right. Stand-up guy, might be like the youth league soccer coach or something. Might have a kid or two himself. Just a divorced man who may have been, down on his luck, hurt that that Cindy cheated on him or whatever. But here we come, U.S. men's national team, with the opportunity to come within our bosom and be embraced. And you get to coach the Nations League and the Gold Cup. You know what I'm saying? After being third in charge during the World Cup, and just through his jovial personality and his character and just his overall just features as a man, I think he was just an instant cult classic, lovable figure that I'm happy is still on the staff and will come with us, and will be on the sideline as we host the 2026 World Cup. BJ Callahan, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's just there's no other person that it could be, and he did a great job in my opinion. Some people would argue that he tricked the Gold Cup. I think it's a position of the Scuff podcast. Well, I know for a fact it's a position of the Scuff podcast that we don't care that much about the Gold Cup. I mean, I had tickets to the actual final, and I don't care that we lost in the Gold Cup. Go ahead, Bells.
I've changed my position on that. I do care now, and if we do that again, I'm gonna be mad.
Where we send a B team. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if we do that again, yes, but I cannot care. But it's like once we actually do it, once we actually bring B team whatever team players to the Gold Cup, at that point I cannot be forced to care if the Fed has formally announced to us that they don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Yeah.
So I don't retroactively care about the 2023 Gold Cup. That Gold Cup, I'm totally okay continuing to not care about. I'm going to care like crazy about the 2025 Gold Cup.
AKA Christian Cup, as we have, some teams that should be invited to take part in it. But yeah, man. Okay. BJ's the guy. We saw him giving a scholarship to Christopher Lund earlier in the year. Oh, and also just the general fact that he looked like a football coach, that he looked like the everyman, that he looks like, as I've said, our great American coaches within this great country. He also, if you look on the sidelines of any USM&T match that he was in charge, had BJ, who is the linebackers coach. He also had him a running backs coach, a wide receivers coach, and a DB coach on the sidelines too. If you catch my drift, there were a lot of black ass coaches on the sideline. I don't know where they went after Greg got hired back, but somehow every time I see the sideline and BJ's there's like 3 black dudes next to him, and I'm just I don't know where that shit came from. I don't know where they went, but that's another reason why I just got to shout out my boy. Thank you.
I didn't know that. It's a
What's that,
mystery.
Wacky? Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Oh yeah, if you go back and watch like Nations League, go back and watch. I think the Gold Cup specifically was when you could really see there were a lot of sideline shots. But
Nice.
yeah, he had at least 2. It might have been 3 with him.
Okay.
But